Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Hootie and the Blowfish, and through this song, I Only Want to Be With You, we talked about being with somebody. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1985 in Dublin. Yeah, similar time as the last couple of bands. Liam Maloney and Fiachna Brian and Ireland, they got together. These guys were actually doing a bit of busking around Dublin. A couple of other guys joined them, and they soon became Hothouse Flowers. Now, at the start, it was Bono of U2 that actually saw these guys and thought, actually, there's something pretty good about these guys. I signed to my record label, which eventually led to them actually signing with Polygram, or London Records, a subsidiary of Polygram, in 1986. Out in 1988 came the album People. This is a very, very significant album for these guys. Went to #1 in Ireland, #2 in the UK. And the song Don't Go actually featured in the 1988 Eurovision Song Contest, that every time they shot to a contestant break, this is a song that was played. And so that only helped the Hothouse Flowers become a bit of a worldwide European name at that point. Below I've got an official clip and live clip of Don't Go. Now, Don't Go, the song's all about, hey girl, I still want to be with you, I still like you, please don't go, please don't go, please don't go. It's almost a classic case of where one person is ready for it to finish and the other person isn't. And you think, oh, I really don't want you to go. And often, why are you leaving? Well, I just damned. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to the going thing that actually happens. But what do you do when one person wants to leave and the other person doesn't think it's finished? What do you do about that? Well, often before a going moment, there's a lot of yes, no that are actually happening inside the person's mind before they even got to this point. And they get to the point where their brain is so overwhelmed by this yes, no thing, that's saying, oh, for heaven's sakes, I need to call it. Why do I need to call it? Because I'm wasting my time now. Why do I need to call it? Because it's not going anywhere. Why do I need to call it? Because I'm really getting really frustrated by this thing, and I need to call it, and I need to move, and I need to act right now. There's not really much you can do to change that mindset once that's actually in there, is there? Not really, because it gets to a point where the person, if they do stay, they're not doing it because they're choosing to. They're doing it out of obligation and duty, and that's the last thing that you want. But let's go one step further here. Now, if one person, let's look at the person who doesn't want the person to go for a second. They're still thinking things are good. They're still thinking things are all right. They're still thinking that, there's a bit of a chance here. But they're thinking, oh, what on earth can I say now? The person wants to go. Well, for all those people out there that are thinking about going, can I get you just to reconsider that? Now, obviously, if it's dangerous, you need to go, that's different. But if it's just like a bit of a thing and a bit of whatever, let's just think about it, think it through a little bit more before we walk out the door. If it's just a really, really small thing, like not a big thing at all, and if it's a betrayal or an affair, that's different. But if we're talking about just a bit of a change of feeling, well, it could be that the don't go moment could lead to actually, what can we do to actually stay? Don't go, stay. Obviously, things are going to have to change for the stay thing to happen, but can we put our minds on hold just for a little bit more, just to contemplate staying? Not with the way things have always been, by the way, but through a new and deepening and fresh ways that we can try to work out. Hey, we did hook up at the start, right? And things were pretty good there for a while. In fact, we couldn't live with each other, and it was pretty exciting, pretty cool. Why are we in this don't go moment right now? Sometimes we don't know how we get from one place to another. A bit like, you fall in love, and then one day you're not in love, and the next day you are. Well, the same comes at the other end. One minute you're in the well, we're together moment, then the don't go moment. It can happen so quickly. Maybe us as human beings, maybe we're just a little bit hard, perhaps a little bit too pedantic about the way things should be. Maybe there's a willingness to not compromise on some things. Perhaps there's a willingness to not compromise on even the smallest of things, and therefore the ability to talk about those things isn't there. But if we talk about things as we go, and we build a relationship where there's honesty and transparency and communication is strong, we build all those things in there, right? So if something needs to be said, well, it can be said a bit easier than, hey, don't go. Well, I'm going, that's it. Too hard. So we need to actually build in relationships, communication as we go. Absolutely critically important, because we don't want to be in these don't go moments if there is a chance for it to be different. Now, if it is the person's just a bit tired and bored of things, well, they could be saying, hey, look, I'm a bit tired and bored of things right now. You may not say that, you might be a bit scared to say that, but hey, how can we do to liven things up? In fact, what can the person who has been pleaded with to not go, what can they do to shake things up as well? Because, relationships are pretty hard to find. Love's really hard to find, right? And you might think, well, I'm going to go out and make a new start. The next minute you're sitting in your house on your own, and, it's hard. So try and salvage things if we can. And if the other person's saying, don't go, you look at them and they're saying, don't go, please don't go. Give it another go, perhaps. Because it's not just about the person leaving. It's about the person staying as well. So whatever we can do to not do this at all, or to talk about things before they get to a point, we've got to do it, because there's so much at stake if we don't. So I think the song from Hothouse Flowers today is a bit of a wake-up call to many of us around what's important. Keeping relationships healthy and alive and vibrant is really, really important. We don't want to get tired of them, do we? We've got to keep them vibrant and exciting as much as we can. There's also a bit of comfort and ease around them as well. We know there's got to be a comfort there, a relaxation in it as well. Or relationships are tricky, right? They are tricky, but they can be possible if we do both do our parts, and because we want to, because we choose to. So let's not get to the don't go moment, and let's put communication in there instead. This is the challenge of Hothouse Flowers today. Out in 1990, so I trust that will be an encouragement for you today. If this video is one that you need to one you're needing to watch right now, it could be you're thinking, oh, how did he know about that? Well, talk to your partner about it. In fact, get your partner, sit down and watch the video together perhaps, and say, oh yeah, okay, we get it now. Oh wow, I nearly lost you, girl. I nearly lost you, guy. I didn't want to lose you. I really don't want to lose you. What can we do about it? So hopefully this video will be helpful today. Out in 1990, I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. What this song implies, and this is a bit of a cover of a bit of a classic song, is that, things weren't clear at one point. And you weren't able to see clearly. You weren't able to see the obstacles in your way. In fact, it was just an obstacle and nothing more. But to say I can see clearly now means, hey, the sky is blue. I can look out and see my future. I'm looking forward to my future, by the way. I'm looking forward to what it can look like. I'm looking forward to doing what I can to make it the best it can. I can see clearly now. It's an absolutely beautiful song, and Hothouse Flowers absolutely was a great song for them to cover. So they come off the album Home. We've got a live version below. Just back on the live version of Don't Go, there's pretty lavish production. We've got a bit of a Latin feel going on with this one. It's a bit later in their career as well. A bit of a Latin feel. It's pretty cool. We've got orchestra and all sorts of things going on. So they put a bit of effort into the production of that one, which is always good. We've also got I Can See Clearly Now live version, 1990 album Home. Now, between 1998 and 2016, 7 studio albums, 3 compilation albums, 2 live albums, and 19 singles. Estimated to have sold around 320,000 albums. So, in the scheme of things, not too bad. Well, and so the links to those 3 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Hootie and the Blowfish, so if you want to recap on them, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, or this is your first time to Live Reflections through Music, thank you to everyone for being here or coming back for the first time. How great to see you all here. Next time, we're going to get on to Howard Jones with this song, New Song. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.